welcome back everybody to the video series dedicated to a show on MTV that finds Nani more attractive than me. But I don't blame him because this is the challenge! Season 33, War of the Worlds, episode 6! Yes, 6! And in this episode we saw more love triangles than in my high school geometry class. And speaking of love triangles, let's just go into it. In the beginning of this episode, we saw Nani and Bear talking outside on the patio, smoking a cigarette, and Bear's kind of putting on his moves to Nani, all while Wes can overhear them, and he's jotting down a note going like, I'm going to use this against you later, I'm going to try to break up the British alliance using this information. Throughout the whole episode, Bear, Nani, and Georgia's whole relationship outlook, love triangle, whatever you want to call it, is being questioned throughout this whole episode. Then you have Theo and Cam getting really close together, and Leroy took to the Twitter sphere earlier before this episode started and was saying how MTV did him wrong in the edits. If you watch reality TV, you know that there is a certain narrative to every show, that every show is trying to fit a narrative into the episodes. This happens in The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Vanderpump Rules, Real Housewives of any city that they produce. I'm not going to name every TV show I watch, Below Deck. I'm not going to name every reality TV show I watch because it could be embarrassing how much reality TV shows I do watch. But anyways, so that whole love triangle is going on. Leroy kind of blows up at Cam in the kitchen, and that kind of propels that situation. And then you have Nani and Hunter kind of getting it going, feeling each other in the club. Nani has this thing for Backwood Boys, which Backwood Boys sounds kind of like a Backstreet Boys, but where all their members are from Alabama. That only adds depth to this whole Georgia Bear Nani situation. Now that that's out of the way, let's go on to the daily challenge called Doom Buggy, and that's where all these members are going to be sitting on these tires that are being pulled on by this giant monster truck going 30 miles an hour. Thanks to certain corrections on my last video, is around 18 to 18.5 miles per hour. So there's 10 tires, they have to jump from tire to tire, unhook all the tires, get to the back of this thing, pull it, you get 10 tires. The 3 top teams that can do this, the furthest, the fastest, wins, gets into the tribunal, can nominate 3 teams, vote on them, put them into elimination, and they have to fight to stay in this game. That's right. That's how it's always worked since episode 2. So guess what? Me saying all that was kind of pointless. So now I want to highlight certain individual performances in this challenge that were very disappointing to watch. Amanda said that her leg was stuck underneath the first tire. She felt as though it was going to get amputated, so she just let go. Josh has no excuse. He just dropped right when they went. The next one that was super shocking was Ninja Natalie. She seems to be good at pretty much everything. She has the upper body strength to really work on this challenge and get through it, and she got 0 tires. Which on the flip side, talking about the people that were exceptional during this challenge, you have Paulie, her partner, making this look easy. He was looking like this was a piece of cake. He ran through those 10 tires, pulled the thing, and was like, alright, cool, I'm done. Which, in this competition, the top teams had 12 and 11 tires. And Paulie alone got 10 tires. So if Ninja Natalie could have gotten 1 or 2, that was the difference of them making the tribunal yet again. The other people that did exceptionally well in this challenge was Wes, who got all 10 tires. You got Hunter, who got all 10 tires. And then you also have Kyle. Kyle came out of nowhere and was able to just make this look a little bit easy. And he got all 10 tires. So the top 3 teams going into the tribunal was Wes and Dee, who got 12 tires, the fastest. Then you have Hunter and Georgia, who got 12 tires. And the last team, the 3rd and 4th place team, both got 11. That was Kyle and Maddie and Cara and Theo. 2 very different teams on different ends of the spectrum right here. And then it came down to time, and there was 19 seconds dividing these 2 teams. And the team that got there the quickest was Kyle and Maddie. And if you told me this combination of a tribunal, I would have said you were nuts. I would have never put in these 3 teams in the tribunal, even if I had probably 15 chances. But I would have been able to guess that Josh and Amanda would have gotten 0 tires as a collective. The tribunal, they're giving their points. Of course, Kyle and Maddie are like, easy, Paulie, Ninja, go. Everybody else could talk because we're done. Wes really wants to get into this UK alliance, break them up, split them apart. They are a force to be reckoned with. And even when he drops the bomb in the middle of this nomination ceremony and tells Georgia that Bear says he finds Nani more attractive, you can see Georgia is sad. She is very frustrated hearing this, especially, and a little bit embarrassed that it's in front of all these people instead of just one-on-one. She doesn't think, she even believes that Wes is telling her the truth. However, she still doesn't want to put Bear up, and when it comes down to it, she puts a burn vote against the burn team that her and Hunter put up, which is Josh and Amanda, which they're playing it safe. They were just more like, yeah, Josh and Amanda. Because realistically, when going into this tribunal, Georgia was already outmanned. You have Wes and Dee basically as the same person. They both seem to be on the same page. And then you have Hunter over here just playing an extension of Wes's game. And Wes is basically saying, I want to take out the UK alliance. But realistically, if you think about it, Hunter, if you really, really think about it, you are getting all the benefits of this UK alliance. Are you kidding? Think about this for a second. Georgia, after hearing that Stephen Bear is stepping out on her, is still saying, I do not want to put Bear up. And we saw this last week with Zahida saying, I do not want to put any of the UK alliance up. So realistically, if you think about it, Hunter, you have so many numbers on your side because none of these people want to put you up because you have Georgia on your team. And you're sitting there going like, yes, Wes, we should break up the UK alliance. Nani was also in Hunter's ear, and she's over there saying, we need to get the UK alliance out. We need to get them out. So they go to the killing room floor. They're giving their votes. Kyle and Maddie easily put Paulie, not a shocker. And then you have Wes, D, and Wes Jr. all voting to put in Devon and Bear. So Devon and Bear are down there talking. They're trying to figure out where they should go, and they decide to go up against Leroy and Shailene in this elimination. And this elimination is brutal. In this elimination, you have this metal sled in the middle with 2 ropes on the end. Each team member is going to be on opposite sides of the killing room floor. They all have 40 sandbags. Each person has 40 sandbags, and they have to transfer them from one side to the other. So you have to keep doing this. And for hours they did this. It would be jarring to watch this because you see them just giving everything and everything. And Dee actually, I feel as though, misspoke in her confessional because she at one point was like, I want to root for Shailene, but she's putting in a poor effort. And I think she meant to say that she wasn't executing well, she wasn't doing well compared to Devon. A lot of people on Twitter were getting on her about that. Again, I think she just misspoke and production used it kind of to fuel a fire or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was just throwing shade. Devon was like a machine in this challenge, just pulling those bags. She never stopped on, she always stuck with 3 or 2 bags. So she was really putting in that effort, and I think Bear is getting into Wes's head because Wes even lashed out during the competition. Wes yelled out that he could have destroyed him in this challenge if he was in there. He would have taken him out easily, which, why not? Do it yourself. Well, guess what? You can't do it next week because Bear and Devon are safe. They got the relics, sending Shailene and Leroy packing, and they are safe for this week, and all this other stuff, and I just can't wait. I want to see more of this rivalry. But what did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you excited that Devon and Bear got to stay, or are you pretty upset because you're just tired of Bear and you want to see him out of there? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about these challenges? What do you think about the daily challenge? What do you think about MTV's tire budget and monster truck budget? It's soaring out of this world. They had 200 tires one episode. Now they had this episode where they're going through like multiples of 20 tires. Let me know in the comment section below. Who are you rooting for? I want to know who you're rooting for. Is your team still in there? Are you rooting strong? Or are you kind of just like picking and choosing your teams as the episodes go on? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. And I was super excited about this episode. I'm super excited to see the rest of this season. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be insane. And I love the rivalries. I love everybody picking apart each other. But I'll be back really, really soon with more videos and more challenge videos. But until then, peace.